First thing that we're going to do this morning is you're going to come to the top of your mat in a standing position. Allow yourself to settle in to your body and your breath. Just regular breath, nothing special. Breath awareness. Natural breath. Maybe gazing at the tip of your nose. And if you feel comfortable, allow your eyes to soften as we just take natural breaths. So in through the nose, and we're going to practice out through the mouth. Just see what settles in with you. In through the nose. And when you're ready, make any adjustments that you need to, keeping the eyes closed, maybe bringing hands to heart center. Just begin to scan your body and see how you feel at the beginning of this class today. Noticing from the bottom up to the top. So let's begin to lift our toes up off our mat. And then plugging them firmly in, moving our weight to the front, and lifting our heels up. Noticing how that feels. And then just rolling through the foot side to side, maybe finding the edges of the feet. And then moving to the other side. And then finding center across the feet, the toes, the heels, the inner outer portion. Lift your chin, roll your shoulders back. Keep your knees nice and soft. Softly seal your lips and maybe find your ujjayi breathing. Adding a pause in the beginning of the breath and also at the end, so the top and the bottom of the breath. Belly button is pulled to the spine. Close down the rib cage. Press the thighs forward. On your next breath in, allow your arms to draw to the side, palms forward, and bend your knees. Take a nice big breath in, inhaling and exhaling here. Hands to heart center. 2 more times. Inhaling, exhaling. Last one. And on your next inhale, allow yourself to forward fold. Nice and slow. Allowing your head to become heavy and drop, bending the knees generously, being very still in the pose. Working to bring your hips up to the ceiling, finding the space across the top and back of the feet. Breathe into the body, and just notice what you do. On your next inhale, half lift, pressing firmly into the shins and extending through the crown of the head. Breathing in here. As you exhale from this pose, roll your shoulders back as we stay right here. On your next exhale, bow forward. Standing forward fold. See if you can come more deeply into the second forward fold. Maybe taking a hand to the opposite elbow and allowing the weight to draw you down to the earth, into the 4 edges of your feet. Bending the knees here, come up to a standing pose. Inhale, spreading the fingertips, clasping the fingers, lifting up, allowing the arms to go back Chin up. Maybe your gaze goes up as you begin a slight back bend. Exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow forward. Bending the knees. Inhale all the way. Lift up. Chair pose, hands to heart. Bring the feet together. I bet you didn't see that coming, did you? Neither did I. First standing position today is our chair pose. So our feet are together, squeezing the inner and outer thighs. Sit back and just notice what we notice. Lifting the chin off the chest, pressing into the fingertips. On your next exhale, twist to the left. Roll the shoulder back. Inhale to center, twist to the right now. Be very vulnerable and generous with your breath, sinking in through the hips, finding steadiness. Come back to the center and lift all the way up, spreading the fingertips up, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, bow forward. Downward facing dog. Stepping the left foot back, followed by the right. This should feel good. This should be home. This will always allow you to move from one pose to the other with breath and your mindfulness. So really focus on those deep cleansing breaths in through the nose. Ujjayi breath out through the nose. One more. On our next exhale, we will step our right foot forward into Crescent Lunge. So come up onto your fingertips or your block. As we feel into the pose, all toes are forward. Extend your arms upward. Settling into the pose, chin lifts. Pull the arms back. Breathe, settle down. Exhale, we slide our arms down, palms come up, airplane. Rolling the shoulders back. Inhale, Crescent Lunge. Sink a little bit deeper. Draw the arms back. Maybe the head goes back as well. And on your next exhale, hands, we twist to the right. Find space. Breathe into the posture. Exhale, high lunge, Crescent Lunge here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps back. Let's try that on the left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bring it through, Crescent Lunge. Float the arms up overhead. Soften the face, the jaw, the hips. One more. Find the pose. Exhale, airplane. Bringing the body forward. Palms are up, rolling the shoulders back. Inhale. This time we twist to the left. And just notice what you notice. Notice where your gaze is. Adding or changing any modifications that you need during this pose as we inhale back to Crescent Lunge. Hands float down, stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhale on your tippy toes. Walk to the top of the mat, please. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. We link and we move on poses. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift all the way up. Slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Downward facing dog. Your pace. Flattening out the arm. Strong through the hands. Inhale, right leg lifts. High lunge, crescent lunge. Float the arms up. Exhale, bow forward, airplane. Inhale, crescent lunge. Twist to the right. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, allow the fingertips to draw down as you step your left foot in, one generous step. So very mindfully pick up your left leg, place it down, using a block here if you need to, keeping both legs nice and straight. Pyramid pose. So the point of this pose is to move the right hip back, feeling a generous stretch on the right thigh. We stay here for one more breath. Inhale, lift the left foot, place it to the top of the mat, chair pose. Inhale, arms up, bow forward, stepping the right leg back, downward facing dog. Lengthen out through the armpits. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bring it forward for crescent lunge. Inhale, arms lift, settling into the toes on the front foot. Exhaling, bringing the shoulders back, lifting the chin. Fold at the waist, airplane. Inhale, arms lift, we twist to the left. So it's a moving mantra here. Gaze goes left. Inhale, crescent lunge. Allowing the fingertips to come to the block as we move into pyramid pose, stepping that right foot lifted, half a step in, keeping both legs straight as we bow forward. Inhaling, exhaling. What are you noticing? Allow your left hip to pull back and your right hip to come forward. Slowly bring your right foot up, stepping it to the front, chair pose here. Inhale, arms lift overhead, slight back bend, and hands to heart. Let's take a little break now and have some water. We're going to add on to this sequence. So make any movements here that you need to. We're going to pick up the pace just a little bit. So once you're ready, top of the mat, hands to heart center. Roll the shoulders back, slight bend of the knees. Pull the head back. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel lifts. Crescent lunge, right foot forward. Arms come up. Gaze lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Airplane, fingertips back, neck nice and long. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead. We twist to the right. Rolling the right shoulder back. Maybe opening the arms here. Inhaling Crescent Lunge. Exhaling Pyramid. Fingertips drizzle down to your block. Half a step in. Both legs are straight here. Pulling the right hip crease back as you allow your head to stay in line with your neck. So we add on from here. The left knee is going to come up to a standing position. So we slight bend the right leg. And from here, pull your core in as we lift the left knee and bring it into the chest for our standing balance pose. How you doing? So this is where you have to do the movement and all I have to do is speak to you. So inhale, roll your shoulders back. Pull the knee in. And if you'd like to here, you can take your right hand and place it on the shin and maybe your left hand on your hip and turn your gaze over the left shoulder. Beautiful. A couple breaths in here. This is where you need to find your focus. Excellent. Exhale, release back to Warrior Two. Long arms, spreading the length of your mat. Fingertips are together. Gaze over the right fingertips, pulling the left arm back. Bending generously. One more breath and we bring this to the edge of the pose. Chair pose at the top of the mat is next. So bending both of the knees. Hands to heart center and chair. We lift, slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, stepping back into our downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Slight bend of the knees, pulling the hips upward, spreading open, lengthening out and ironing out the back. Across your knuckles and your fingertips, nice and strong, so there's strength through those arms to the earth. One more breath in. Hop walk or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, lift all the way up. Hands to heart center, bend the right leg as you come into Crescent Lunge on the other side. Lifting the arms up. Settling in. Spreading the toes, finding the balance. Airplane here. Bending from the waist, sending the fingertips back. Feel the scissoring action between the back and the front leg. Find length and room in the shoulders. Twist to your left. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, push off of the left leg and rotate that shoulder up. Maybe your gaze goes left. As you exhale here, come back to that Crescent Lunge. Allow your fingertips to draw down to the floor. Step your right foot very slowly in for pyramid pose. So with expectation and with awareness, bend forward here, using a block. Allow your body to get the best of this position here. And as we come up, we're going to bend that left knee, micro bend the left knee, bringing ourselves to a standing position with the right knee lifted off the ground. So using our weight and our core, bring your right foot up, and maybe we grab it with our hands standing firmly in the left foot. Maybe we take a little twist here to the right side, looking over our shoulder. We just notice what we notice within our breath. And then step back. Warrior two. Front toes forward. Back toes facing the side of the mat. Chin is elevated. Roll the shoulders. One more breath. Release the pose, cartwheel the hands down, chair pose. Hands to heart center, sitting way back. Let's move a little bit quicker and continue to add on. Twist to the right. Chair twist to the right. Maybe we open our arms here. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Hooking the elbow on the outside. Inhale to the center. Exhale, standing forward fold. Draw the fingertips in line with the toes. Allow the head to come forward. Hips pull up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. As you rise up, step the right foot back to Crescent Lunge. Sending the arms up. Exhale, we twist to the left. Y'all thought I forgot something, didn't ya? Inhale, arms come up. Bend forward, we go into that airplane. It doesn't matter where we get it in, it's all good. Beautiful, reach it back. Next, we straighten our left leg as we take us half a step in with that right foot. And pulling that left hip crease back, pyramid pose. Breathe in. On your next exhale, we're going to bring the right knee up. So bend that left leg and pull from the core. Right knee lifts off the ground. Beautiful. Hands to heart center. Maybe we add that twist to the right. Left hand on the outside of the knee. Shoulder back. Stepping our right foot back into Warrior Two. Spreading the fingertips and the arms. Bending generously into the left leg. Inhale, flip the left palm. Exhale, reverse. Biceps by the arm. Back arm is wrapped around. So we're sending that left knee forward. On your exhale, it's a side angle. We're going to softly land the left forearm on top of the knee and send the right arm straight overhead. Roll the shoulder back so that your heart is open. Beautiful adjustments. Bring the fingertips together. See if you can find a little bit more pull in that front leg forward. Beautiful. Coming out of the pose here, we straighten the front leg for triangle. So again, find the energy, straighten the left leg, pull forward, and allow your left hand to come down to your block. Allow your arm to come up. Allow yourself to soften. You can also wrap your right arm behind your back to roll open and twist the shoulder. On your exhale, cartwheel the hands down, chair pose at the front of the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. As you come up, everything on the left. Bend the knees, lift the left leg, crescent lunge, nice and slow. Landing that foot right back softly. Lifting up here, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale, twist to the right. I did it again. That's okay, we'll add it on right here. Airplane is next. So bending forward from the waist here, sending the fingertips back. Beautiful. Allow the fingertips to come down as we go into pyramid pose. All toes forward. Straight right leg. Exhale, bend. Pull the right hip crease back. As we softly bend into that right leg, you're going to bring the left leg up with you, dragging it in and bringing it up, hands to heart or to your hips, wherever is best for you. So we feel the weight across the toes on the standing foot, and maybe adding a small little twist here, and maybe not. As you come out, warrior two, please. Stepping the left foot back nice and slow. Spiraling the arms over. So we want to pull the pelvis and everything forward, locking from the bottom up, lifting up, flipping over the right hand, and reverse. Maybe gazing towards your back leg. Little bit deeper. One more breath. Triangle pose is next. As we straighten the front leg, we keep the same focus and breath as we move forward in space and allow ourselves to come down to your block, to your shin. Maybe this top arm here wraps around. Reach the shoulder back. Pull the head back in space. Find breath. Find length. Rolling the hands over. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Knees, chest, and chin. From here we slide out, baby cobra. Rolling the shoulders back, using your fingertips to facilitate no pain in your body. Toes are back. Exhale, release. Let's try that 2 more times. Inhale, press into the hands, roll the shoulders back, lift the chin. Exhale, release. One last time. Pressing firmly. Maybe the head floats back. Beautiful. Coming into tabletop here. Pull the elbows in. Place your fingertips nice and wide. Knees underneath. Adding some cat and cow movements here. One last time. Curl your toes under on the next exhale. You're going to lift your knees up off the floor so you're stretching your calf muscles, your ankles here, maybe feeling it in the sides of the chest. And then moving your hands forward, coming into that downward facing dog. 2 breaths here, and we repeat the whole sequence. 1 breath, 1 movement, okay? Let's go. Stepping or walking to the top of the mat, pressing firmly into the feet. Inhale, we lift. We rise, maybe sending the head back, pulling the arms back. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Fold. Chair pose. Twist left. Inhale to center. Twist to the right. Inhale to the center. Right leg lifts. Crescent lunge. Twist to the left. Inhale, crescent lunge. Airplane. Bowing forward. Breathing into the body. Inhale, crescent lunge. Allow the fingertips to fall forward as we straighten into pyramid pose. Right leg drags, all toes facing forward. Bow. Softly bending the left leg, we rise to one-legged. Right leg stands up. Right leg comes up with us. Maybe we twist to the right. Warrior two. Right leg comes back. Open the arms. Allow the gaze to be strong. Inhale, reverse. Triangle poses next. Straightening the front leg. Rolling open the shoulder. Exhale, stepping right foot forward, chair pose. Twisting to the right. Twisting to the left. Inhale, lift. Left foot goes back. Crescent lunge. Land nice and soft. Maybe head comes back. Twist to your right. Inhale, lift. Bend forward, airplane pose. Just feel all of these sensations coming through the body. As we bring the fingertips down, left foot comes in, pyramid pose, hinging from the waist, allowing the head to bow forward. Staying and landing here, we're going to ground down through that right foot and lift the left knee here. We go. Using the core, drag the leg as we lift the left foot off. Maybe we add a twist. Inhale, warrior two, step way back with intention. Breathe in, settle in. Flip the palm as we move into reverse. Continue to deepen the stretch on the front leg and the side body. Triangle is next as you inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Pull your body forward to the side and allow your hand to go up or whatever is comfortable for you. Spiral the arms down, stepping the foot back, downward facing dog. Knees, chest, chin, and heart. Pull forward to baby cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Spreading the knees nice and wide. Taking just a few moments to place your forehead on the mat. Maybe moving side to side. On your next breath in, bring your hands, we go into a tabletop position. Tops of the feet are on the mat, fingertips are spread and pressed into the ground. Chin to the chest, rounding through the shoulders. Inhale, belly comes to the floor, chin lifts away. Two more. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale and lift. One more time. Wonderful. And as we move out of that pose, I'm going to ask you to slide your legs to one side as we're going to sit on our bottom. Maybe it's a good time to grab your strap and your glass of water or whatever you have with you. Cheers. We're going to head to our seated positions before we go to the end of class today. So make any adjustments here that you need to. Roll out the body. Go ahead and stretch your legs out in front of you. Toes are up. Knees are slightly bent, so if you have a towel or a blanket that you need to pull here, that's fine. We're going to do a seated forward fold. So I'm going to use my strap today, and I'm going to place it around the middle of my feet. I'm going to come up nice and tall. So I'm going to find where I'm rooted down into the mat, pulling my shoulders back. And as I exhale, I'm going to lead with my chin. And maybe I just come to this position. My shoulders are rolled back, chin leads forward. Close your eyes and think about how you began your practice and where you were. And as you exhale, see if you can bring anything else to mind that we can release here. It takes a couple of breaths for your body to become aware and adjusted to the fact that we're doing something in space and just letting go of the muscles. No stress in the body. And for your final pose, go as deep as you can into this forward fold with conscious breath awareness. And then finally release when you are ready, nice and slow. All right. So I'm going to have the strap on my right foot and I'm going to pull it out to the side. Bring my left sole of my foot to the inner part of the right thigh. You can go ahead and use your strap if you have one, or if not, you can just place your hand on top of the shin. We're going to stretch to the right side here. So whenever you're ready, nice and soft, lift your left arm, keeping the bicep by the ear. Spread the fingertips and see if you can find length. And as you exhale, allow yourself to just drape as far as you can to the right side. No crunching in the body. Nice side stretch of the body. Breathe through this. I have a tendency to want to hold my breath until we're done. Not a good idea. Keep the right leg soft. The right knee is just soft. And a nice little exhale here as we come into the final pose. You're going to drop the left arm nice and gently, but you're going to bring the chest to the right thigh. So bringing the hands to either side. We're going to fold forward here using your strap or not. Exhale. And when you drop into this, notice what else you can release. Are your shoulders down? Are you breathing with intention into the space that you've been invited to, that your body is allowed access to? Beautiful. When you're ready, kind of work it out, come back up. We're going to go to the other side now. No surprise there. Bring your right foot to the inner part. Sit up nice and tall. Just maybe close your eyes and just take that sense out of the way. Raising the right hand and then pulling the shoulder back and seeing if you can find that stability as you bow to the left side. Inhale. And as you exhale, continue to pull the shoulder back. Maybe we don't go as far, but see if we can open the left side of the back, the integrity of the breath and the mind. And that breath awareness just keeps us on task, right? The inhale and the exhale. So as you release this pose, we're going to go to rotate to the left, nice and slow, coming back. Maybe generously rolling the shoulders up and back. Just a few times. And then we'll go to that left side. So allow yourself to hinge forward from the waist, keeping the toes elevated. And just notice if this side is a little bit tighter than it is on the other side. Just notice. See what this pose offers you as far as what you can release, where you can release it. Is it your hips, your shoulders, your jaw? And as you come out of the pose, please allow yourself to bring the soles of your feet together this time. So my knees are drawn out to the side, my feet are together. Again, this is a place maybe that you can use your strap, a belt, a tie, a scarf. Putting it across the tops of your feet, allowing your knees to draw out to the side. I'm going to just use my elbows as a guide on top of my thighs. As I lean forward, I'm not going to round my spine. Y'all know, lead with your chin. I hope it feels good. One more deep breath. And then when you're done, come on out of the pose as you're ready. Take your feet, your fingertips behind your feet to the mat, and just draw your knees to one side and then the other side. Nancy, I'd like to know if you've read all those books that are in your background. Maybe we could do a book swap, ladies. Beautiful. So with that in mind, I'd like you to come to your seated pose here. And just come up nice and tall, hands on your shins, nice long back, lift your chin up. And we're going to do that awful thing that's called the roll down with consciousness, right? So I'm going to bring my chin to the whole class I've been telling you, lift your chin, lift your chin. This time I'm asking you, please bring your chin to your chest, kind of roll your back into the shape of the letter C. And then just begin to roll down your spine, pulling your shoulders down. Now release your hands, create some space, reaching the fingertips forward. If you're down already, you got to get back up and do it again. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Keep breathing out as you land each part of your spine, nice and slow. And then when you hit that sweet spot, let the shoulders go. Lift the chin. And then roll all the way down. Extend the arms and the legs out to the side. And take a couple of well-deserved breaths right here, right now. Lift, lengthen, observe, breathe. So very often I get lost in my head. And I remember to bring my breath, not right away, it could be 5 minutes of thinking about something else. Bring your mind back to the inhale and the exhale that you're allowed to have. So as we go into Shavasana, add any clothing that you need, maybe a blanket or something to drape you with. Bring your arms to the side, palms up, and let your fingertips have that natural curve. Settle into your body that's on the earth, on your mat. How you felt when you began. How you feel now. Bring your awareness to your toes, your feet, your ankles. We scan the body into the shins and the calves, the knees. We breathe into the top and back of the thighs, the hips. Bring your awareness to your belly. Feel it rise and fall. That inner vision. Bring your awareness to your rib cage. Up to your heart. Feel the expansion of your chest. Your shoulders as they're heavy and lengthening. Biceps, forearms, hands. back of the head, eyebrows, eyelashes, ears, nose, jaw, all accounted for and present. Bringing your awareness back to your breath. Lengthening out one last time, a giant extension of the fingertips overhead and the toes. Hugging your knees deeply into your chest. Press down using your hands across your shins. And just draw yourself into yourself. Adding any necessary movement here. When you're ready, roll to one side. And just use this time here to reflect back. When you're ready, come up to your most comfortable pose, and if you want to stay reclined, that's perfectly lovely. So we draw and end our class today, our session today. Thank you so much